Well, here we are at UPMC Park in Erie, Pennsylvania, my first live broadcast of the series from the stadium. So you'll have to let me know how it sounds and if the crowd noise is too high or what's going on. Appreciate y'all. The series split at 1-1 after the Fightins dropped last night 3-2. Although it was a great game on either side, they'll square off today. It'll be Jesus Rodriguez on the mound against Julian Garcia, which will be an interesting matchup. The SeaWolves heading out onto the field right now after the meeting at the plate just finished up. And we'll see the national anthem on the field in just a second. Looks like it'll be a nice night, a little bit chillier here at the ballpark. I was told 50% chance of rain tonight, but we might be clear. And as everyone comes out onto the line, I will turn it down to the field for the playing of the national anthem.
As we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Maya Post.
Well, a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here at UPMC Park as we're getting ready to begin today's contest. And starting things off on the mound is going to be Jesus Rodriguez, making most of his starts in high A. He'll begin just his third time now in double A. His first offering 5 2/3, and then the second one 4, averaging about 5 or 6 innings of work in high A. Like a lot of these Erie's pitchers, they are really eating up innings of work. And he will face off, of course, against Daniel Brito. Bryson Stott getting the day off in today's contest. Logan Landon getting the number 2 spot, Jorge Bonifacio, and of course Madison Stokes rounding out that number 4. Josh Stephen, McCarthy Tatum, and Jack Connolly getting the start behind the plate tonight. The first we've seen him this series. Archimedes Gamboa, and the same with Sal Gazzo, who is over at the hot corner today, backing up Jesus Rodriguez. Woodrow out in left, Green, of course, in center, and Carpenter in right. Torkelson, Kreidler, Lipsius, and Lester, the same infield as yesterday, left to right. And Dingler, of course, behind the plate. Calling the balls and strikes tonight, Don Goller. It'll be Biarretta at first and Velez at third. I've seen a lot of tough plays, I would say, on either side defensively. The Fightins have looked pretty good on the field these past few nights. McCarthy Tatum has been absolutely stellar at third base. We'll see him shift to first today, and Daniel Brito looking nice at second as well. This is game number 51 of the season out of 120. An exciting announcement that I will share with you guys later, but we're going to start things off against the SeaWolves, game number 3 of the 6-game set, series tied at 1-1. Daniel Brito just chats it up with everybody. Having a nice conversation with Dingler before he steps into the lefty batter's box, and we're ready to rock and roll here at the ballpark. Rodriguez looks down, kicks and fires home. The first pitch of the night, a called strike, coming in at 7:06. Brito yesterday, a 2-hit day with a triple and a single. The first offering sends deep to right field, backing up, and it bounces over the wall. Brito hustling to third. He's going to start things off with a triple today. And man, will he put the Fightins in a good spot here early. That is his third triple of the season. He hit one last night as well. And that'll put a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Logan Landon. All Landon has to do now is poke one into the outfield, and the Fightins will be on top early. Then the Erie SeaWolves are playing in, trying to get the out at the plate as opposed to the out on the base pass, hoping that the Fightins don't score early. Rodriguez coming in with a 4.66 ERA in AA. Now, I said he's only made 2 starts here before, and he hasn't recorded a decision as of yet. But in high A, he was 1 for 3 with a 3.73 ERA, and he notched 5 strikeouts were his highest. He did it once in AA and once in high A. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the offering to Landon. He holds off on the inside, and it's 3-0. I have an interesting view here. I am right down the first baseline, I guess you could call it, behind the plate. So I'm not directly behind the plate looking at the pitcher as Landon takes a strike, but I'm off to the left. And could see most of the ballpark minus a little part deep to left. 3 balls, 1 strike now from Rodriguez. It pokes it the other way. A tough play as it goes right into the glove of Lester at first. He steps on the bag easily, and that doesn't allow Brito to go anywhere. So there is out number 1, and Brito stays at third for Jorge Bonifacio. Bonifacio yesterday 2 for 4, but he also had a sacrifice fly. Takes his time stepping in. Gets right up against the box line. And he swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The infield remaining in to face off and try to keep the run from scoring. Brito started us off with a triple. And the lights coming on here early at UPMC Park. Bonifacio takes a called strike. It's 1-2. A little bit overcast in the sky right now. Nothing that looks too bad for the rest of the afternoon, and don't think any of that glare will get in the way. With an out, here's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bonifacio. He holds off. It's just low, and it's 2-2. 73 degrees here in Erie. Feels a little bit colder, I guess, after the 100-degree weather. Anything will feel nice comparatively. Wind 9 miles per hour, and it's pushing out to right field. Have a flag in center field for me to keep an eye on. And it's a full count now to Bonifacio. He holds off on a pitch outside. Dingler threw it back, overshot the pitcher. Now there's an extra ball on the field. Is anyone going to get it? There we go. So here's the payoff pitch now. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2. And after that leadoff triple, the Fightins have gone 2 straight down, so it'll be up to Madison Stokes now if they want to score early here against the SeaWolves on this Thursday night game. July 1st, we made it into the month of July. Fightins wrapped up with an incredible June, 15 and 10. So they're working their way back up the league. Stokes takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Fans still coming into the ballpark here in Erie, although looks like there's more people up the third base line that I can't see than up the first. They've got a lot of nice picnic areas as Stokes checks his swing, and he goes around. That's strike number 2. Rodriguez looking down. He'll get the sign from Dingler, who's been very impressive behind the plate this entire series. Of course, a top Tigers prospect. Stoke breaks his bat. It goes up to short across the diamond, and he almost outruns it, but he doesn't. They make the play, and Brito will be stranded on third. Nothing across for the Reading Fightin' Phils as we head into the bottom of the first inning here at UPMC Park.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Leading off the bottom of the first for your SeaWolves, the center fielder, number 19, Riley Green.
Julian Garcia making his first start since returning to Reading. He was up in Lehigh Valley for quite a number of outings, and now he'll get the start here in Reading. He started on opening day, May 3rd, with the Fightin' Phils, then got the call up on the 22nd. And his first offering coming in, it is roped right back down the middle. And that'll be a base hit to start it off from Riley Green here in the bottom of the first. Now the Fightins had a runner on. They did the same thing, but they failed to score him. And so we'll see if the Fightins can shut down the SeaWolves in the same way. Ryan Kreidler heading up to the plate with a runner on first. Garcia deals, and it's a call strike. All of these games starting at 7:05 here in Erie, so the guys have nice mornings to relax at the park or in Erie. Haven't spent much time in this area, but I'm told there's a nice casino around town. And of course, as you'd expect, Bryson Stott is one of the best coming out of Las Vegas. It kind of only is fitting. Kreidler fouling one back. No balls, 2 strikes. Also saw some guys got to go fishing in Lake Erie today. Madison Stokes always looking to do that on the road trips. No, he was trying to go out in Harrisburg as well. Not sure if he got to go out, but he was able to catch some here in Erie. Don't ask me what kind of fish it was. Going. Green, the throw from Conley. It's late, and he'll be safe at second with a stolen base. And the pitch comes in a ball, so they did not get the strike him out, throw him out there. Kreidler will have a 1-2 count from Garcia. Since the last time we saw him, Garcia chopped all his hair off, it looks like, in his ball cap. You know who else did that was Zarbniski. Very different look. Now, the Iron Pigs have been using Garcia still in that piggyback form where he comes out for the start sometimes and in relief other times. A ball upstairs, and Kreidler has worked his way back into this at-bat. He was down 0-2, now it's full, with a runner on second here and nobody out in the bottom of the first. Strike number 3 as Kreidler swings and misses. That'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the first, and Garcia's first strikeout of the day. And on is the top prospect, Spencer Torkelson. Yesterday, Torkelson led off the scoring in the first with a 2-run home run. He also had 2 base hits and a 3-for-4 day. A couple of Fightins have been having multi-hit games in these series as well. Brito, Stokes, Bonifacio, just to name a few. McCarthy Tatum had one as well yesterday. Torkelson holds off on a ball upstairs. Garcia misses outside. It's 2-0. Runner on second now, but there's an out. The score is tied at 0. Lots of early scoring on either side in these contests. And this one lofted high in the sky. It's going to stay in shallow outfield. Coming in on the run is Madison Stokes, and that'll be out number 2. Brito tracked back, but it was all Stokes' balls. He called him off. Backing Garcia in the outfield, Steven, Landon, and Stokes left to right. Salgazzo getting the start at the hot corner as McCarthy Tatum shifts to first today. Gamboa over at short for Bryson Stott's day off, and Daniel Brito remaining at second. Jack Connolly, as I said earlier, getting the start behind the plate. The first pitch chopped foul up onto the second deck here in Erie. It's a very interesting setup. They've got a level, what I would refer to as the 100 section, right up on the field. And they don't have a lot of netting around that section, pretty much just to the end of the dugout. So if you're sitting in one of those seats, definitely have to beware. And then they've got a concourse underneath a lofted second floor, 200s level. So most of the concourse is underneath, but it's not enclosed as I would consider it in First Energy Stadium. Dingler takes a strike. It's 0-2 as Garcia trying to get out of this inning quickly. He'll set up, look back at the runner on second, now come home. This one grounded right to Gamboa across the diamond, and that'll do it. In the bottom of the first, we are scoreless, and heading into the top of the second, we will go in just a minute.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Well, we're heading into the top of the second, scoreless, and both teams had a leadoff hit to start off the first, but nobody able to get him across. So that'll put us in the second with Rodriguez against Steven. Steven having a heck of a past 2 weeks. Last night, he was 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored. He'll take a called strike on the first pitch. No roster moves for Reading today. There was some up with AAA and the Phillies. Brandon Kinsler activated, and Scott Kingery hitting the IL. I think I read elbow. I can definitely double check that. But the Phillies rained out and postponed tonight until tomorrow, a single admission doubleheader. Steven taking a ball outside. It's 2-1. Steven sends it into deep center field, tracking back Green, and right in front of the warning track, he makes the grab out number 1. Steven pushes a lot of balls deep to left and center field and is not able always to loft them over the fence, fighting the wind a little bit today. Scott Kingery, that shoulder inflammation, right shoulder. So the Phillies rained out tonight. We'll check around the affiliates in just a moment. It's McCarthy Tatum up to bat, stepping into the box is about as far back as he can go. His foot is actually on the line. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield playing back deep, outfield as well. Here's the offering from Rodriguez. They peg him in the elbow, and he'll send down to first with a runner on and just 1 out. He seems to shake it off. All right, he had that Evo Shield elbow pad, so hopefully that protected him. That's the job. And so we'll see Jack Connolly into the contest for the first time. Tatum 5 for 8 in this series. Very impressive work these past few games. Stokes 5 for 9. Bonifacio 5 for 7. And with a runner on first, Connolly takes a strike. The righty looking down, likes the pitch he gets from Dingler. Here's the 0-1, and it's just low. Big cloud back behind the right field wall. It's pretty dark, but seems like there's some space between the cloud and the ballpark, and there's sun just shy to the right. Here's the offering. This one sent high in the sky. It's going to come in foul territory. Dingler, is it Torkelson? And it's Torkelson who makes the catch right in front of their dugout for out number 2. Tatum staying put on first. Here's Archimedes Gamboa. Gamboa played center field in the first game. Yesterday he had the night off. Tonight he'll play shortstop. That was his original position. But then Bryson Stott coming out, he shifted out to the outfield. But he's a pretty versatile player. Takes a called strike, 0-1. Tatum with a few steps lead off of first. Jesus kicks and fires. This one deep to right field. Carpenter taking a couple steps back, and he'll make the grab as Gamboa is sent back to the dugout. That'll end the inning here in the top of the second. Still tied at 0. We'll head into the bottom half.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with First Energy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season. Andre Lipsius is going to start us off here in the bottom of the second inning. Against Julian Garcia. Everybody but Gazzo over at third back deep. Lipsius fouls one into the Fightin's dugout. Garcia needing just 13 pitches to get out of a clean first frame. We'll see what he can do in the second. Fightin's in their road grays today. They had the navy and red hats with the cursive R on the front. This one sent foul down the first base line. It is no balls, 2 strikes. Erie in their home white pants and bright yellow jersey tops has a black and white stripe at the sleeve and black lettering on the back. This one up the third base line. Gazzo to Stokes, a lean, and he's not able to hold on. Oh, it's Tatum over there, excuse me. He's not able to hold on to the ball. And it was a throw off the line. I can only imagine how they will record that. And I'll have to wait for it to come up in our scoring. But either way, there's a runner on first here to start off the second, with Kerry Carpenter at the plate. Inside, a nice frame there by Jack Connolly to keep it in the strike zone. Fans still streaming into the ballpark here. I heard they have a really good Thirsty Thursday deal. That actually was recorded an error to Salgazzo on the throw that had to pull Tatum off the bag. And that will not be a hit for Lipsius as he's reached on an error. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carpenter. Here's the offering by Garcia, and it's just outside. Game number 3 of the 6-game set, then the Fightins return home for 12 games in 13 days. And you definitely don't want to miss out on some of the fun promotions coming at the ballpark soon. Going on the run was Lipsius, but it's fouled back, so we'll have to return to first. Garcia, the righty, has his back to first base, so he can't quite see where Lipsius is, but he'll know he's going now. And he's dressed in number 34, in case you were wondering. I was not sure what he was going to wear. Not a lot of jersey options on the road to choose from. Runner on first now, and a 2-2 count here to Carpenter. A called time as he steps out of the box, and Garcia now has to reset on the third base side of the rubber. Gamboa shifting a little bit towards the bag at second. Here's the offering, poked right into the gap. Oh, Gamboa got it all the way across, and it is not in time. And I think that'll go in as a base hit because of how deep it was in the hole, but it pops out of Tatum's glove again. And there's runners safe on first and second with nobody out. That was a nice stop there by Gamboa to come over. He was shifted towards second and had to get into the shortstop spot and make the throw. Here's John Valent. As of now, he's the only batter in the lineup above 300, 323. And he'll take a called strike. And they do record that as a single for Carpenter. That puts him on first. Valent kind of leans backwards. A diving Gazzo not able to come up with it, rounding third, and coming home is Lipsius. The SeaWolves score first and take a 1-0 lead off the bat of Valent. Carpenter shifting to second, and now there's runners on first and second with nobody out. Josh Lester heading to the plate. He's back on first base again. Starting to get chilly here at the ballpark as the sun sets and is behind the clouds tonight. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing left to right and out of the ballpark. Good day for lefty batters. Swing and a miss from Lester, 0-1. This one in the dirt. Nice block by Connolly. He keeps it in front of him, and it is 1-1. Over at the Jersey Shore Hudson Valley affiliate, that game also had a 7:05 start time, and actually it was rained out and postponed to a doubleheader tomorrow, as are the Philadelphia Phillies. Mark Capel getting the start in Lehigh Valley tonight. Lester smokes a ball out to center field, going back on the run. It bounces off the top of the wall, and it is going to be a home run as called by Biarretta. And it's a 3-run shot. It puts the SeaWolves up 4-0 to start things off here in the second. And there's still nobody out, but at least the bases are cleared. And the Iron Pigs also postponed their game as well, seems like. Mark Appel was supposed to get the start. But the doubleheader in Clearwater started today. This one up the middle. Gamboa coming across, slings it to first. And hard to tell whose ball that should have been, but it ended up in Gamboa's glove, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 19, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green. We're back to the top of the order. So only 2 Phillies affiliates playing tonight. This one sent into left field, coming over Stokes. It's going to drop in front of him, and it's another base hit for the SeaWolves.
Shortstop, number 10, Ryan Kreidler.
That's their 4th hit of the inning. For Ryan Kreidler now up at the plate, he's got a runner on first. Clouds descending upon the ballpark now. No rain as of yet. Just looking at the forecast. Just says a drizzle. So hopefully we should be all right. Green taking a nice lead off of first. And Kreidler up at the plate. Green 8 stolen bases on the season. He took 1 back in the first. Garcia sends a pitch home, swing and a miss. It's 0-2 from Kreidler. Infield back deep, except for Tatum, who's holding the runner on first. Garcia goes over, but it's not in time. Here's the offering. Chases one in the dirt, and that'll be strikeout number 2 for Garcia, and out number 2 in the bottom of the second inning. He'll face off now against Spencer Torkelson to try to get the final out and get out of this half inning. July 1st, a very special day in baseball history. And if you're a fan of the sport, then I'm sure you know what it means. It's Bobby Bonilla Day. And if we were playing the Mets affiliate still, that would be even more appropriate. But I was doing some research on the day this year, and to explain it, for those of you who don't know, the strike comes in to Torkelson. Bonilla used to be a player on the Mets. He signed a 5-year contract. And when he retired, they still owed him a good sum of that money, or he was released, 3 years into the 5-year contract. And they still owed him a ton of money. And they didn't want to pay it right then and there, so they deferred the payments to starting in 2011. Going is green. Connolly throws it down. The ball gets out of Brito's glove, and he's safe on second. But the count 0-2 to Torkelson. So that happened in 2000. They deferred the payments to 2011. He was supposed to start getting money. And so they wanted to spread it across 25 years old. When he is 58 today, he'll be 72 when he stops receiving money from the Mets, although he hasn't played for the organization in 20 years. And because of all the inflation and what happened, they actually will total paying him $1.1 million every year for a total of $29.8 million. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Torkelson. But what really interested me, because you probably have heard of this story, then I was reading more about all of these deferred payments that teams do, because this is actually not an irregular thing. A lot of teams will defer payments later or across a bunch of years. There's a called strike number 3 to Torkelson, who can't believe it. He's still in the batter's box. But it will be out number 3, and it will end the half inning for the SeaWolves. They score 4 runs off of 4 base hits and a Fightin's error to lead 4-0 going into the third. Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at First Energy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. Well, Sal Gazzo is going to start us off here in the top of the third. The Fightins have some work to do. They're down by 4 runs early here, but they've come back by much more before. This is Gazzo's first at bat of the series, and the first pitch he sees, it's fouled back. "28 pitches. Gazzo breaks his bat, but it's right to the first baseman. He gets a chunk of bat, and he's not able to field the ball. I don't know how that's recorded there if you accidentally field the bat instead of the ball. But Gazzo safe at first, Biarretta calls it, after the throw from the first baseman to the pitcher. And that was just tough. I think it'll be a fielding error on Lester, but we'll have to see. But Fightin's starting off with a runner. And back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito, and that does go in as an error for Lester at first. Brito tripled in his first at-bat. He takes the pitch high. The bullpens are similar to how they are in First Energy Stadium. except there's a cutout down the first and third base line. It's starting to rain here at the ballpark. All the fans looking for cover under the roof, but the roof maybe 5 feet long. Two balls, no strikes now to Daniel Brito. And he chases one, 2-1. So the bullpen's in the cutouts up and down the right field and left field line. So I have a really good vantage point of Reddings, and I have no idea what's going on in Erie's. 2-1. Brito sends it deep to right center field. I think it's going to drop, and it's just if it's over the fence, but it bounces off the wall, and Sean Williams holding up Salgazzo at third. So there'll be runners on second and third as the second extra base hit comes in from Daniel Brito. Nobody out. Here's Logan Landon. Brito recording his 55th hit of the season and his 12th double. %30 of the time Daniel Brito has a hit, it's for extra bases. And it's upstairs to Landon. We're going to take a meeting at the mound as the shortstop Kreidler comes in with the catcher. Must have something to say. Doesn't look like it's raining too hard here at the park, though. Just a slight drizzle. Some people choosing to wait it out in their seats. And now the catcher coming back behind the plate. Infield coming in. They're trying to preserve the run yet again. However, they do have a 4-run lead at this point. Landon in the righty batter's box takes a called strike, 1-1. The first baseman, Lester, has taken a couple steps to his left. And so up the first base line, completely clear. The righty would have to push it in the opposite direction. He chases one downstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Fightins have 2 runners on and nobody out. In the top of the third, they're down by 4. It seems like my game day is having some trouble updating today, so if the bottom of your screen does not match what I'm seeing, apologize. Landon manages to stay alive, fouls it off. This one fouled again up the third base line this time. Landon 5 pitches into this at bat right now. And 2 runners in scoring position. Try to make something happen here for the Fightins. They're down by 4. Setting up is Rodriguez. Looking down, now he'll come home with the 1-2. Landon holds off. Good take. Sean Williams ready to rave the runners around at third, moving very slowly in this at-bat. I can't tell who's trying to throw who off, Rodriguez or Landon, as steps out of the batter's box once again. This one, right to the shortstop, Kreidler. He takes a couple pumps to make sure the runners don't move anywhere and then sends it over to first. That's out number 1. Brito still on second, Gazzo still on first. Here's Jorge Bonifacio with just an out. Bonifacio struck out in his last at-bat, has a team-high 32 RBIs, and this would be the spot for him to come up clutch. Takes a called strike. With runners in scoring position, Jorge Bonifacio bats .387, the highest on the team. And he does similarly with 2 outs, but he has 1 to work with here. Wind pushing in right now out from center field. Sends this one into the stands up the first base line, and it will be 0-1. Reading to Erie, approximately a 6-hour drive. Team came down on the off day Monday. Here's the 0-2 now to Bonifacio. Sends it foul right into the SeaWolves dugout, and he'll stay at that count. Fightins are working into Rodriguez now. 43 pitches trying to get out of the third. Fightins no runs on 2 hits with 1 error in the field. The SeaWolves 4 runs on 5 hits. They've also made an error. And the infield backs up with 2 strikes. Good hold upstairs. That's the first ball of this at-bat. Madison Stokes on deck. And he holds off once again. This one's way high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bonifacio, 10 home runs, 8 doubles on the season, so he's topping Daniel Brito in percentages of hits for extra bases. He's 64% of the time when he records a hit. It is for extra bases. No triples on the season as of yet, and he takes a ball. He's worked his way back from an 0-2 count to full. Of course, first is open for the SeaWolves. And while that would set them up for the double play, obviously don't want to have bases loaded for Madison Stokes. Bonifacio down the third baseline. It's foul. So we'll do it again. Looks like the clouds overhead are passing us for the night, hopefully. Bright lights are on above the field. Sun sets about 30 minutes later in Erie than it does in Reading. Bonifacio takes a ball number 4, and he'll walk down to first. The bases are loaded now for the Fightin' Phils with just an out. They have to capitalize on this early here. It's Madison Stokes up at the plate, grounded to short in his first at-bat. The righty deals to the righty. It is a called strike. Stokes' 20 RBIs on the season, has really been kicking it these past few series, this entire month actually, and he holds off on a pitch way inside. He's currently batting .205 with runners in scoring position. And with the bases loaded, just get you that stat in a second, has not had an at-bat with the bases loaded as of yet. Swings and misses, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we'll do it again here as Rodriguez stares down to Dingler, not getting the sign he wants. Now they agree on a pitch. Runner's ready to go. Here's the 1-2, and it's inside. I feel like we're sitting amongst the crowd here in Erie. I'm right up in the second row. Stokes chases a pitch. Does he go around? Yes, he does. And that is out number 2 as Madison Stokes strikes out. Here's Josh Stephen with the bases loaded.
Left fielder number 10, Josh Stevens.
Josh Stephen batting .333 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. And he'll have Bonifacio at first, Brito at second, and Gazzo at third to deal with. The Fightins have not scored a run as of yet. They trail by 4. Rodriguez kicks and fires to Stephen, and he'll take a pitch low. So if you hear the crowd conversations in the back, it's because I'm almost sitting in the crowd. But it's a nice view. And this one is lined into left field. Going back on the run is Woodrow. He can't make the play. It'll bounce off the wall. And a double from Josh Stephen plates 2 runners. It is 4-2 Reading in the top of the third. And Stephen gets the job done yet again with his 6th double of the season. He gets 2 RBIs, and the Fightins have cut the SeaWolves lead in half. Bonifacio shifts to third, so there will still be 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs for McCarthy Tatum. And now we'll see a visit from their pitching coach, Mark Johnson, as Rodriguez in a little bit of a pickle. He's upped his count to 55 pitches, trying to get through the top of the third. And the umpire comes up to break the meeting up. Another interesting thing, Fightin' Phils fans, is playoffs have been added back for high A, low A, double A, and triple A. Now, the triple A season was extended to October 3rd, and then the champions will be crowned based off of their overall records. But the double A, high A, and low A will have playoffs following the rest of the regular season, which ends September 19th. The Fightins end on the road. And it will be the top 2 teams in each league will compete in a best of 5 series beginning on Tuesday, September 21st. So they will still have that Monday off. And so the playoff hunt will start right now as Tatum falls to a knee, swinging through a pitch. It's 1-1. So that's very exciting right now. The Fightins are in the middle of the pack in the AA Northeast section as McCarthy Tatum chases a pitch. 1-2. 2 runners on, 2 outs here. The Fightins have cut the SeaWolves lead in half, which is good news. But they'll need to keep chipping away early and often. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the offering. Tatum on a pitch he kind of wished he didn't swing out will drop it into left field, but it's right into the glove of Woodrow. And that'll be out number 3. The Fightins do score 2 off of Rodriguez here in the top of the third, and it will be Garcia that comes out for another inning of work for the Reading Fightin' Phils. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro and Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro and Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh. Well, the rain has started to come down here at UPMC Ballpark. Most of the fans backing up into the concourse. I wouldn't call it heavy, but it is coming down. I'm not out there, though, so it's tough to tell. And Garcia will face off against Dingler to start here in the bottom of the third. Fans are coming very close to the press box right now. Garcia, 36 pitches here. It took 60. And the diving Gazzo is not able to come up with it. It gets through the hole. And the Erie SeaWolves will start again with a base runner. They've done so in the past 2 innings. But it does set the Fightins up for double plays. Yesterday, they were able to turn 2 double plays, which got them out of some hard-fought battles. And it will be Lipsius now, who reached on an error back in the second. Lipsius sends one into the stands, though there's no fans really to catch it. There's a couple of diehards who have seats right behind home plate, a couple of smart people who brought umbrellas, and 2 folks in ponchos that are left in the stands right now. Everyone else in hiding. No balls, 1 strike. But Garcia will go for the pickoff attempt at first as Dingler able to get back. Big gap between first and second right now. It comes home. Connolly down to first, and Tatum can't keep it in his glove. It was in the dirt, though, and I don't think it would have mattered either way as Dingler able to get back. But a nice pressure from Connolly. And so Garcia turning his back to first. He'll come home now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as Lipsius chases a pitch upstairs. And Garcia looking for his first out in the bottom of the third. This one in the dirt. Connolly picks it up, tosses it to Brito. It's a perfect throw, and they get him out going down to second and clear the runners on the base path. A great caught stealing there for Jack Connolly, and a perfect throw for Brito to make the tag at second. Connolly 3 for 6. Catching runners trying to steal on the base paths. And that'll be a big erase as they get the strikeout as well. So 2 outs now for Garcia, and the inning has turned in the favor of the Fightins as he's got Kerry Carpenter heading up to the plate. Garcia has a chance to put up a 1-2-3 inning if they get Carpenter out. The Fightins trail by just 2 runs, so they will be able to get back up to bat right at the bottom of the order with Connolly, Gamboa, and Gazzo. The rain really starting to come down here at the ballpark. The skies don't look as bad as they did before, which is the interesting thing. It's kind of cleared up, and Carpenter chases a pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1. Can really hear the rain coming down. I can only imagine how uncomfortable that must be for the players to wear the wet uniforms like that, but I'm sure they must be used to it at this point as it rains a decent amount throughout the minor league baseball season. This one roped into left field. It drops in front of Steven. He picks it up at the wall, tosses it in, and here's the throw. Do they get him? They do, and Daniel Brito jogging off the field. The throw at Steven, a perfect one to Brito, and they'll get the job done. A interesting 1-2-3 half inning for Julian Garcia based on some solid defense from the Fightin' Phils to back up their starter. Reading trails by 2.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living. Well, Reading's up here in the top of the 4th. They had a fantastic inning to work off of. They scored 2 in the top of the 3rd. Then they shut down the SeaWolves in the bottom half. And now leading things off is going to be Jack Conley. And the rain really coming down here at the ballpark. But out and left, it is beautifully sunny, which, you know what that means, a rainbow. And I see it in right field right now. It's just coming up. Connolly, 0-1. Here's the offering by Rodriguez downstairs. Rodriguez needed 60 pitches to get out of 3, and Garcia just 45. This is what I would refer to as a summer rain, as it's really coming down hard right now. I'm going to post a picture of the rainbow on Twitter for y'all to see. This is the second time this has happened. It happened in Harrisburg as well. Hot out, but rain cooling things off. And Connolly right up the middle puts it back from where it came from, and will start off the fourth with a base hit. Yesterday's game saw Reading have 5 consecutive innings where they started things off with a base runner. Today they've had a total of 3 out of 4, and the rain really coming down now. We'll see if the Fightins can capitalize off of this. And they're getting a fresh ball here, as got to get something dry to work with. And it looks like the umpires might take a pause. Rodriguez is kind of saying, what's going on here, man? I can't pitch through this. The mound is all messed up. Pointing to the mound, the Port grounds crew right now having to deal with this. And we're going to take a little pause as the ground crew comes out to fix the mound. We'll go to a commercial break, everybody's favorite.
Baseball Town Charities is a non-profit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading, so youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game teaches. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities throughout the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charity also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightins birthday. The Fightins Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base pack.
Well, I'm cutting out the ads to pop on and say the tarp is coming onto the field right now. The players are sent back into the dugout. I'm not exactly sure what's going down, but I will keep you updated. I'm going to put my rain delay graphic up on the board for you guys, and I'll pop in the comments section if any updates are happening right now. But with the tarp coming out on the field, we are in a rain delay.
Baseball Town Charities is a non-profit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading, so youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game teaches. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities throughout the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charity also supports inner-city baseball development.
Well, if you took a break from the broadcast and you're coming back, we're coming back to action here at UPMC Ballpark. We do have a pitching change as Rodriguez is replaced by Ethan DeCaster with the almost hour-long delay here at the ballpark. It's been an interesting one. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Nope, we're in the top of the fourth. And Jack Connolly had a lead-off base hit. It's Archimedes Gamboa who is up to bat, and this little game day thing at the bottom of my screen, not up to date, unfortunately. I will try to figure out why it's not updating for you guys. But in the meantime, if I've got any listeners left, thanks for tuning in. It will be Gamboa who steps up to the plate with a 1-0 count that he had before this rain delay. And we'll get back into action here at Erie. A big credit to the Erie grounds crew for keeping the team in the game. They poured about 20 bags of turfus down on the field. They just weren't able to get the tarp down quick enough. The umpires are in charge of calling the game. And so they didn't call it until after the rain had started to really come down here at the park. And so they had to do a lot of work to bring it back in. Gamboa ropes one up the first base line, but it bounces foul. And it is 2-1. The Fightins are down by 2 runs here in the top of the fourth inning. It's going to be a long night, so settle in. And Ethan DeCaster out on the mound. The righty will take the place of Rodriguez. His line is not finished. He's responsible for Connolly out on first. And it looks like Nick Lackney is warming up in the bullpen for the Fightins. Just too long of a sit for both of these starters. Gamboa staying alive, fouls one back. A good amount of fans have stuck through this rain delay, and I would probably say because of the Thirsty Thursday deal. It's a good time to capitalize on that. Instead of 3 hours of $2 beers, you get 4 hours. And Gamboa calls for time. He steps out. DeCaster leaning over about halfway as he puts his glove on his left leg. He'll get the sign from Dingler. Now he'll set up, kicks and fires, and this one sent foul as well. DeCaster with a lower slot. I don't want to say quite sidearm, but it's definitely down lower than most. The last time we saw him against the Fightins back on May 4th, opening day, he was the closer in the game. Although it was not a save situation, he went 1 inning of work, a clean frame, didn't allow anything across. And we also saw him again in game 4 of that series. He went 1 2/3, walked 2, struck out 4. And kept the Fightins scoreless in that as well. But Gamboa walking now down to first base. That'll push Connolly over to second, and there'll be 2 runners on with nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Now, this was going in the motion of Erie's direction to start off this contest. The Fightins, though, were really taking things back. Right before the rain delay, they had scored 2 in the top of the third, and then they had shut down Erie in an interesting 1-2-3 way where they also recorded 2 hits. And that was thanks to the defense. They catch Connolly off the base paths, and he is out. They'll head back to the Fightins dugout, and they lose their lead-off runner, which is tough. You can put that down 2-6 in your scorebook. And a great throw from Dingler behind the plate. They just catch the catcher too far off the base pass, and the runner on first, Gamboa, will stay put there. Here's Salgazzo at the plate, chases through 1-1. Gamboa a couple steps off of first. The offering and low to Gazo. Dingler pops up quickly, but Gamboa back in time. Dingler, the number 4 prospect in the Tigers organization, he is really well known for his strong arm and quick pop-up time to nab runners, stealing or catch them off their base. And a called strike into Gazo. It's 2-2 now with an out. Fightin's down by 2 runs. They're still in this ball game for sure, and we're only in the top of the 4th at this point. Lots of games all across minor and Major League Baseball have been postponed. But the Fightin's and Erie's looking to get in it. DeCaster throws the ball into the outfield at first, and Gamboa will take second. I imagine that goes E1 in your book, as Gamboa makes it to second. So even though the lead runner, Connolly, was caught out at second, Gamboa will shift himself into scoring position now for Sal Gazo, who has only had 1 hit, but only joined the team recently, last series. Slow roller up to first. This should get an out, but it will push Gamboa over to third. And the play is made unassisted by Lester. Runner on third now with 2 outs, and Daniel Brito up to bat. Daniel Brito, a 2-for-2 day. Triple and a double. Here's the offering from DeCaster way inside. He kind of throws his right arm all the way across his body when he releases, and the pitch cuts in, especially inside with the lefty Daniel Brito. Torkelson in, the rest of the infield back deep, trying to hold on Gamboa at third, and DeCaster has a good look at the runner since he's facing that direction. 2 straight balls here to Brito. Reading 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the field, and Erie 4 runs on 7 hits. They've made 2 errors. Brito takes a called strike, and it's 2-1. Leaning over, he'll get the sign, setting up on the first base side of the rubber. Deep breath, here's the 2-1, and Brito just late to the pitch. Gets him on a change. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs now and a runner on third. And this one, he drives up in the gap. That's going to score a run. Daniel Brito with a base hit to make this game 4-3. What a quiet single off the bat of Brito in the gap between second and third. Gamboa coming home. The Fightin' Phils are down by just a run thanks to the clutch hitting of Brito. And dare I say it, he is a home run shy of a cycle. And we have not seen one of those from the Fightin' Phils this season. He's got the hardest part out of the way first, the triple. And he's got 2 home runs on the season, so you know he has the power. The wind pushing out of the ballpark. He'll get at least 1 more at bat, if not 2, in this contest. Logan Landon at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the offering. It's outside. Brito really not taking much of a lead off first base. The pitch comes home. It's fouled back by Landon. Bonifacio over at in the on-deck circle. He's getting ready, but there's 2 outs here for Landon. See if he can tie up the ball game. The tying run on first base. And the go-ahead run at the plate right now. Looking back is the pitcher to Castor. Now he sets up. Here's the 2-0. Fouled back. This one outside of the ballpark. And right through the gap again. Nope, it's played by Kreidler. He gets the easy out at second, and that'll do the trick. But it's 4-3 Reading here as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Fightins brought themselves 1 run closer here.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the SeaWolves.
Well, the Fightins are going to make a pitching change as well as Nick Lackney comes in to replace Garcia. Garcia throwing 3 innings of work, 7 hits, 4 runs, although 3 of them earned. And he notched 4 strikeouts on 45 pitches. Lackney will take his place against the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Valent, Lester, and Woodrow. A called strike to start things off against Valent. Now Lackney called up to Reading in the last series. He had 1 appearance. And this one slow off the bat to the second baseman Brito onto first, and that's a quick easy out for the reliever. But he also had an appearance for Reading on the road in, I believe it was Akron, where he was scoreless there, and he said that having that inning of work in Double-A before he was called up for good, he thinks really gave him good confidence to come out and pitch in front of the large crowd that we have at First Energy Stadium. And now he'll face off against Josh Lester. So far in Double-A, allowed just 3 runs across the board, just 2 hits, and has struck out 4. Recorded 1 Double-A win. 2 balls, no strikes here to Lester. And the lefty deals right into the glove of Tatum, but it bounces into the outfield and deflected to the right fielder Stokes, allows Lester to reach safely on first. That was a hard hit ball down the line to first, and Tatum tried to get it on the hop, but I think it caught his glove and bounced over his head. A tough play there for the first baseman. There's a runner on now for the number 9 hitter, Woodrow. And that is going to go in as a base hit just because it was hit so sharply up to first. And Tatum did the best he could to knock it away. Downstairs, Connolly pops up, keeps it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes. This one back to the pitcher. They're going to get a double play. 1-6, and Gamboa eats it at second. And they'll just get one off of it, go for the fielder's choice at second, getting the lead runner, and that allows Woodrow to make it the first. Probably better that he just gobbled that up instead of throwing it away at first. But they get the lead runner, and there's 2 outs for the top of the order in Riley Green. Green 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and 2 stolen bases. That represents numbers 9 and 10 on this season. This one sent deep to center field. Going back is Landon at the warning track and over the shoulder. He makes the grab. A big out, number 3 for the Fightin' Phils to keep themselves within 1 run of this game. Into the top of the 5th we go in Erie, Pennsylvania.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mal Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mal Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mal Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mal Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Jorge Bonifacio is going to start us off in the top of the 5th. And the Fightins are down by just a run here as we get into the middle part of this game. Ethan DeCaster is going to come out for another inning of work. And leaning over, Bonifacio shifting some turfus in the righty batter's box, which truthfully doesn't exist anymore because of the rain. Kind of stand where you want. And he takes a called strike right down the middle. Reading still holding their own in the Double-A home run count. They are tied for 3rd with the Somerset Patriots, following the Trash Pandas with 72 and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals with 70. Reading and Somerset have 66 on the season. That's in the entire AA, which is pretty impressive. The Fightins getting a lot of their runs from extra base hits. The 0-2 by Bonifacio deep to center field, going back green at the wall, and it's just held up in the sky as he's able to make the catch, the ball coming down in the field of play. And I thought that would have been appropriate if he hit a home run there as I was talking about them. But we'll put it on Madison Stokes, who's 0 for 2 today. Fightin's down by just 1 run after scoring 2 in the third and 1 in the fourth to combat the 4-run second inning. Stokes takes a ball off of DeCaster. And DeCaster really comes straight out. It's like a complete line that he's making with his arm, not overhead, even slightly. And it's fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes here. We are playing officially in the dark as the sun is completely set here at the ballpark and the lights illuminating the field of play. Stokes takes the pitch outside. And Daniel Brito, with his 3-hit day, has raised his batting average above 300. Currently the only player on the team. A couple guys flirting with that mark. Chopper off the bat of Stott, a slow roller to third. Torkelson, bare hands, throws it away. Stott was definitely safe at first already, but now he'll make it to second. And in my head, that goes a single. And he reached on second with the error by Torkelson, but we'll have to see how they score that officially. But either way, Madison Stokes is safe on second with just an out, and he records his first hit of the day. And Josh Stephen comes up to bat. He's already got 2 RBIs. And the Fightins are just a run shy of tying this game up. Stokes representing the tying run on first. DeCaster set to look back. Dingler on the outside of the plate. This one right up the middle. It's going to get through the gap. A diving Kreidler deep in the hole, and they're trying to get Stokes off of third. The throw is off just a little bit, but a nice backup by the pitcher, DeCaster, to keep it in the field of play, and Stokes stuck on second. A base hit from Josh Stephen, and it could have gotten further, but the shortstop Kreidler dove for it out in center field and was able to stop it from trickling even farther. The Fightins with runners on the corners now, and just went away. And that did go in as a base hit to Stokes, moving over on the error. And Josh Stephen with another 2-hit day. Here's McCarthy Tatum now. If he can just send something into the outfield, Stokes can tie this thing up at 4. Tatum has been hit by a pitch and lined out to left. Chase the ball in the dirt, 1-1. Stokes a couple steps off of third. Stephen the same at first. DeCaster coming home. It's outside. The run differential for Reading, -72. So it's pretty impressive that they are in the top 3 in home runs. This could be a double play. 6-4-3, and trying to run it out is Tatum, but they get him out at first, and the Fightins fail to score. It'll be 4-3 as we go into the bottom of the fifth.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Third baseman number 7, Spencer Torkelson. The catcher, number 15, Billy Dingler.
Runners on the corners. And there's one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch low to Lipsius. Dingler on first, Kreidler on third. And they're being held on. Tatum at first. Gazzo now taking a couple steps back from third. Here's the pitch outside. A good stop there from Jack Connolly. And he's back to wearing the hockey-type mask. He's been switching back and forth from the helmet and the mask, the old school style. Now he's back to just the one piece. And he's going to come in with Daniel Brito to have a quick chat with Lackney about how they want to go about getting Lipsius out. And I guess Brito had some information to say because he jogs back out. And Connolly seems like they're on a good page now. He's got the road gray catcher's gear on, too. The gray and red helmet. Three balls, no strikes here. Lackney does have an open base. Don't know if he wants to use that. This one deep to center field. I think Landon's going to have it, and they're going to try for the tag runner. Here's the throw. It'll be cut off by Gamboa, and a run will score. So it is a sacrifice fly from Lipsius that makes it 5-3. And there's 2 outs now. Nobody else advances. Kerry Carpenter, 2 for 2 today with a run scored. And if Lackney could just keep this down to 1 run, the Fightins have the chance to battle back with a lot of ball game left to play. Looks over at first, now he's going to come home. It's low. Connolly doing a good job of letting these runners know that he's paying attention to them. Lackney able to focus on the batters. Right down the middle, it's a called strike. Back deep here against Carpenter. Here's the pitch, chopped foul, and Lackney a strike away from getting out of this half inning with just 1 run of damage. Fightins have announced a couple of really cool promotions coming up at the ballpark. Lenny Moore, Reading's own football hometown hero, will be at the ballpark on Tuesday. This one bounces in front of the plate. A dead ball. Connolly trying to check the swing. Connolly checks the swing every single time. I really appreciate the commitment to the check, but he doesn't go around. Lenny Moore night, of course, we announced a Harley night, our annual The Office night featuring Meredith. Kate Flannery as Meredith will be there for a meet and greet. Lots of cool bobbleheads to pick up. The Fightin' Cancer, Mickey Morandini. This ball's popped right over to Madison Stokes. Takes a couple steps to his left, and that'll do the job to get out of the bottom of the 5th inning. But it is 5-3 Erie SeaWolves on top as we head into the top of the 6th.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Now entering the game for the SeaWolves from the UPMC Park is number 26, Chavez Fernandez.
Well, Erie takes a call to the bullpen here for the top of the 6th. Ethan DeCaster coming out after coming into an already started 4th and getting through the 5th cleanly. They will turn to Chavez Fernander for the top of the 6th. He's going to face off against Connolly, Gamboa, and Gazzo. And the final line coming in on DeCaster, 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run across, 1 walk, no strikeouts on 34 pitches of work. Fernander's first offering to Connolly, it's low. The second baseman, Lipsius, almost behind the bag at second. There's a lot of room for Connolly to work with if he puts it the opposite way. And it's upstairs. He bounces back. Fernander drafted in the 35th round back in 2018. And the righty kicks and fires to Connolly, this one down the middle for a strike. And the 2-1 comes in. Called strike on the outside corner. Now, Fernander usually comes in later in the game, usually the 8th or the 9th. They've seen him. Started the season in High A and got the bump up to Double A on June 16th. And he misses outside. It's a full count. He is the 3rd player ever to be drafted out of the Bahamas. And here's the payoff pitch. Connolly sends it to short. It'll be an easy play for Kreidler. That's out number 1. And there's fireworks going off deep in right field. Gets the cheers of the crowd. Obviously not out of the ballpark. They'll be having their July 4th celebrations in a couple of days, but it's pretty to look at in the outfield during the game. Pennsylvania, a hotbed for individual fireworks starters. Anytime you drive anywhere, you can always see one of those pop-up firework tents. Gamboa takes the first pitch he sees deep in the hole at short. Kreidler calls everyone off, and he makes the catch out in shallow left. And there's 2 away.
Third baseman, and the gold strikeout man of the game, number 3, Sal Gazzo.
Now, there's only ever been 7 major league players to have originated from the Bahamas, which is pretty incredible for Fernando to have made it as far as he has. And I would say the most notable star there, Jazz Chisholm, out of the Marlins organization up in the big leagues, has been a pretty powerful player in their lineup. Gazzo takes a ball. This one makes contact right to the second baseman, on to first, in a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando. Shuts down the Fightins as we go into the bottom of the 6th. The SeaWolves retain their 2-run lead.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year, and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Nick Lackney coming out for another inning of work. He allowed a run in the 5th. And I'll see if he can shut down the SeaWolves quickly here as we're starting to get into this back half of the game. John Valenti fouls off the first pitch he sees. With the designated hitter in use in this series, we won't see any more of those late games double defensive switch, because the pitcher does not need to be batted for, but I was enjoying those. Kind of hectic trying to figure out who the change was. 1 ball, 1 strike now from Nick Lackney. And he fouls another one back. Gamboa seems to be doing well over at shortstop after laying out for a play in the infield last inning. Every player in the starting 9 for the SeaWolves has reached base successfully. Not everyone has recorded a hit, and this one is low. Full count now to Valenti. Woodrow reached on a fielder's choice, and Torkelson walked. Everybody else has had a base hit. This one grounded through the hole on the full count. Valenti wins the at-bat with a single to start things off in the bottom of the 6th.
First baseman number 17, Josh Lester.
Doesn't look like there's any action in the Fightin's bullpen right now. And Lester heading up to bat. He's 2 for 2 today with a home run and a single. Lester started off on the bench on Tuesday, but got the start yesterday and today. Lackney looks at first, then he sends the pitch home. Fouled up the first base line. A fan leaning over the railing trying to get the ball, and it rolls right past him. Brito picks it up and fakes the throw all the way into the concourse and then soft tosses it to the fan that was trying to reach it. The lefty on the first base side of the rubber looks at the runner. At the catcher, now he'll come home, and it's roped up the first base line, foul. Got a lot of steps and ramps in this park. Lester down 0-2 right now to Lackney. He's still looking for his first out of the inning. Comes home, it's in the dirt, bounces in front of Connolly. He's able to keep it in front of him, and he picks it up, requests a dry baseball, and then throws it back to Lackney. And instead of going home, he throws it for the pickoff attempt, almost in the dirt. Tatum able to pick it up. And the count remains 1-2 to the batter, Lester. And it's chopped foul once again. Now Lackney, this is his third affiliate this season. Started with Clearwater, moves up to Jersey Shore, and now he's here in AA, and rightfully so. Has been pretty impressive. 2 out of 3 scoreless appearances so far here in AA. And the offering in the dirt once again. Connolly keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The game has really slowed down now as we are in the bottom of the 6th. Erie 5 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors. Reading 7 hits and just 3 runs. They have made 1 error in the field. And with a runner on first, now Lackney comes home with the 2-2. It's a slow roller. It's going to be fielded by Gazzo over to first, and he gets the out. Although Valente shifting to second. A nice play there by Gazzo to charge. It was just slow enough that it was a tough play. Lackney not able to get off the mound quick enough. And a nice heads-up play by Gazzo to get the job done. 1 out for Woodrow here. And as I was saying before, Woodrow is one of 3 players to not reach on a hit. Lackney comes home. A called strike. Now there's some action in the Fightin's bullpen. Can't quite tell who's all the way down there. It's Austin Ross. I've got the Phillies video coordinator for the Fightins up in the press box with me, feeding me some quality information. Austin Ross worming. We'll see if Lackney can get through this half inning. He looks back at the runner. Now he comes home with the 1-1, and he gets Woodrow to chase at a pitch low and away. And as he swings through, he knows he is well behind. Downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Lackney and our video guy Tom go way back with their time for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They both attended the university. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Connolly. And so the runner on second, Valente, has to stay put. Once again, we are in a full count from Nick Lackney. Woodrow setting up in the lefty batter's box. Here's the payoff pitch. It's deep to center field. Charging it, though, is Landon, and he hustles in with the throw so that Valente not able to move over. And that's a quick 2 outs now. Going back to the top, though, with Riley Green, who has been incredible this series. Green 2 for 3 today. 2 stolen bases as well. Here's the first offering. It's in the dirt. Gamboa shifting towards second. There's a gap between second and third. We've seen Green put it there before. Lackney looks back at the runner. And now he comes home with the 1-0. Green chases it. It's 1-1. When the Fightins get back up in the top of the 7th, they'll be looking at the top of the order with Brito, Landon, and Bonifacio. They're only down by 2 runs right now, and they've got a lot of game time left to work with. Here's the 1-1, another swing and a miss out of Green. And Lackney, a strike away from getting out of this inning clean. Here's the 1-2. Inside, Connolly trying to frame it well, but does not get the call by Goler behind the plate. Right up to first, unassisted by Tatum. He'll step on the bag, and that'll do the job in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-3 Erie as we head into the top of the 7th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Daniel Brito's going to start things off here in the top of the 7th. He's had a triple, double, and single, so he's just a home run shy of the cycle. Would love to see that happen here for the Fightin' Phils. It is Fernander who comes out for another inning of work. Here's his first offering down low. Brito, a 3-hit day. Josh Stephen, 2. Those are the only multi-hit games so far right now for Reading. They do have 7 hits in tonight's contest. And here's the offering upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Fightin's down by just 2 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. Fernander kicks and fires. Brito slow to the chase. 2 balls, 1 strike. Austin Ross most likely to come out of the pen to replace Lackney in the bottom half, though we'll see when we get there. And here's the 2-1. Chops it foul into the Fightin's dugout. Quick reaction time. It's fielded by the first base coach Martinez. Sends it to a fan in the park. He's got a red shirt on over there. What are the odds it's a Phillies shirt? 2 balls, 2 strikes here from the starter. Brito sends it the other way into the second level of seats. And the count will remain. Got to be paying attention in this park because they do not have that much netting past the dugout. First Energy Stadium, thanks to Access Industries, has it all covered up. Not worth getting hit in the head with a ball or a bat. And it's impossible to pay attention, even if you love the game, for every second, as most people aren't. Daniel Brito gets a hold of this, but it's going to hang up in the sky, and Green will make the grab. That is the first time that Daniel Brito has been sent back to the dugout today. Out number 1 here to start off the 7th.
Center fielder, number 38, Logan Landon.
Logan landed now. Pops it up. It's foul. Really calmed down since all of the rain. Earlier it was a deluge all of a sudden in the 3rd inning. But it's nice out right now. It is supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow here in Erie, but they tell me don't pay attention to those forecasts because of Lake Erie. You never really know what's going to happen. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Landon gets a hold of a piece of it, but doesn't put it in the play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, UPMC is slightly attached to a big hockey arena out in left field, so they're able to utilize some of the facilities in there to spread out because of the COVID policies and such. So I know they've been using their training rooms and some extra rooms for clubhouses out there. Landon holds off on a pitch upstairs, 2-2. As the trade deadline nears, lots of scouts are in the stand, watching all of these top prospects. And a lot of Phillies front office people we've seen the past few weeks at the ballpark. Landon gets a hold of this. Cruising past it is Green, and he makes the grab on the run. 2 straight for the center fielder, and 2 away in the top of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter, Jorge Bonifacio. Bonifacio takes one downstairs. 10:17 at night here in Erie. Over 3 hours since we saw the first pitch. Now there was 45-minute plus delay for rain. They put the tarp on. They took the tarp half off. They were waiting to make sure no rain came. The grounds crew came and cleaned up the field around it a little bit, and then they pulled it away. One ball, one strike now. Here's the designated hitter. Up the third baseline, but it's foul. A nice play made by Sean Williams in the coach's box, and he tosses it to a fan. Gets to go home with a nice souvenir. Bonifacio down to his final strike. Fireworks still going on. They're going to change a baseball real quick. And Bonifacio puts this one in the upper decks. He'll stay alive. .257 average for the slugger. 28 hits since he got here a couple weeks late into the season. I want to say he joined the team May 25th. And here's the offering. Fouls it back once again. Couple of bugs here and there from Erie. I can see them swarming near the lights, though not as bad as Harrisburg. Those mayflies were incredible. And by that I mean disturbing. But they don't seem to be down near the field with the fans or players, just up near the stadium lights. One ball, two strikes. Fouled back again. Madison Stokes is on deck. There's two down here in the top of the seventh for Reading. They're down by 2 runs. And here's again the 1-2. Is this going to get past the first baseman? It doesn't, as Lester in the exact right spot to make the play. A lazy pop-up off the bat of Bonifacio, and that'll put the Fightins down 1-2-3 as we stretch here at the ballpark. You do the same at home. We'll be back for the bottom half in just a second.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza Stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile Stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at First Energy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
up for the SeaWolves, the shortstop, number 10, Ryan Kreidler.
Pitching change as we come into the bottom of the 7th. Nick Lackney hands the ball over to Austin Ross against Ryan Kreidler, and it looks like their video board's stuck on Daniel Brito right now. First pitch in, a ball, makes contact. Gazzo across the diamond, a couple pumps, and he gets the job done. One away on 2 pitches. Here's Spencer Torkelson still looking for his first hit of the day. Fightin's down by 2 runs as we get into the back half of this game. Ross's first offering outside. Last inning of outing of work, 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, although one of them earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's inherited 7 runners on the season. That's usually when he comes in, and he's only allowed 2 to score. He's 50% scoreless rate for when he comes in for relief. And he'll get a called strike now. Low, 2-1 now. Ross, one of those players that got to experience time in the winter leagues. In 2020, he went to the ABL and pitched scoreless 10 2/3. This is actually his hometown area, and you could hear the fans in the crowd cheering for Austin Ross. On this side of Pennsylvania, the Beaver native. And he gets a strike, and that will send Spencer Torkelson back to the dugout, much to the dismay of the fans. We are only about 2 hours from Beaver, Pennsylvania, which is pretty close to the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, and not too far from the city of Pittsburgh, but much closer for his family and friends to come support him. Fouled back now by Dingler. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Ross gets the sign from behind the plate, nods his head, now he'll come home, and it's just upstairs. This one's going to drop in left center field. Stokes coming in for it, but it's a base hit from Dingler. A 2-hit day for the catcher, and a runner on now with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Ross coming home, and it's low here to Lipsius. Lipsius reached on an error, scored, and then also recorded an RBI on a sacrifice fly. called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Lipsius Ross, looking for his first inning of relief to come out cleanly. He does have a base runner on first, but is looking to get the job done. The reliever comes home, and it's outside. I feel like the bugs are starting to infiltrate closer to the field right now. I guess with the lake not too far away, that could become a problem. 2-1, the runner kind of going, and it's 2-2 as he goes back to first, and Lipsius swings through the pitch. Lots of base runners left stranded for both teams today. The SeaWolves have left 6 on base, 3 for 11. With runners in scoring position are the Fightins. And Austin Ross gets the job done with a big K to end the 7th. Nothing across for the Erie SeaWolves, and it remains 5-3 going into the top of the 8th.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. The selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Fielder, number 10, Josh Stevens. First baseman number 13, McCarthy Tatum.
So Steven, a base hit between first and second, and with one out, the Fightins a runner on first. McCarthy Tatum down with an 0-1 count. And here's the pitch. Slow roller over to third. They'll try to get two, 5-3-4, and Tatum outruns it to be safe on first. They get the fielder's choice over at second. I was surprised they even went for two there. Usually they just try to get one, but with the game so close here, a nice play by the third baseman Torkelson. Tried to turn two, but just was unable. And there's two away now for Jack Conley. Connolly had a base hit and then was stuck, stranded on the base paths in the top of the fourth with that rain delay. And then when they came back out to work, he eventually picked off on second. Looking back. Now Fernander coming home to Connolly. He holds off on a pitch downstairs. It's 1-1. Connolly and Duran switching back and forth with the catcher position. We saw Duran game 1 and 2. Here's Connolly tonight. Not sure who's going to get the start tomorrow. Fernander takes a deep breath. Now will come home with the 1-1. A little bit of contact, and it's fair. And are they going to call it foul? Connolly was hustling down the first baseline when he wasn't sure what had happened. I mean, I don't think I've seen him haul like that. Pretty impressive, and he's going to have to be out of breath as he comes back to the box. Just a foul ball, but sometimes these umpires take a little bit of time to call stuff like that, and you're stuck running it out and making the play until you're absolutely certain. Don't want to give up before it is over. Fernander turns his entire body around to look at Tatum. And here's the 1-2 now. Chasing is Connolly, and he will strike out. No runs across for the Fightins in the top of the 8th. They have to get through the bottom half in order to bat in the 9th.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vis Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vis will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vis Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin-Filled Birthday Party Package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Leading off for the SeaWolves, the right fielder, number 16, Erie.
Well, the Fightins have to get through the bottom of the 8th inning if they want another chance to bat in the top of the 9th. They're down by just 2 runs. And fouling it back is Carrie Carpenter to start things off. Fightins infield back deep. Dan Obrito ready for the bunt. And Carpenter pulls back. It's a ball either way. And they're playing pretty far back deep with the exception of Gazzo for a guy they know is going to bunt. And he's only got 1 strike to his name right now. So it'll be all Austin Ross if he puts it down. We'll see what's going to happen. Ross comes home. It's upstairs for a called strike, and hopefully that diminishes any attempt of a bunt as Gazzo takes a couple steps back. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Erie, 5 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors, and Ross puts him down swinging, his 3rd K pick out, and out number 1 here in the 8th. Here's John Valenti now, 2 for 3 day. Ross is first off, ranked down low. This one outside. Two and 0 becomes 3-0 as Ross misses 3 straight pitches. He's been very solid right now for Reading here in relief. He's keeping them in the game. And he gets a strike out of Valenti. A big pickup there, a 3-0 count, now 3-1. And he gets him to chase. Full count now. He was ahead. 3-0. And now this is all Austin Ross as he's battled his way back into this at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch from Austin Ross. The righty sets up on the rubber. Kicks and fires home. And it's just low. So Valenti will take his base out on first. And now Ross in the perfect position for a double play here with Lester heading up to bat.
The first baseman, number 17, Josh Lester.
Lester settling in the lefty batter's box, but the Fightins are not going to put the shift on him as of yet. Chases the first pitch he sees. No balls, 1 strike. The All-Star Game candidates have come out now for Phillies, and Philadelphia does not have anyone who made the list, but Bryson Stott will represent the team at the Futures. Kind of an all-star game for young prospects. 7-inning contest. They're pinned against each other. National League versus American. But an exciting other thing to look forward to coming up, the Phillies will celebrate their Wall of Fame weekend. They're going to retire and celebrate Roy Halladay. It's number 34. A pickoff attempt. Tatum jumps up and grabs what could have been a big error on Ross. Nothing happens. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Thinking back to the new playoff situation with the AAA season extending to October 3rd, there is definitely, which is the last regular season day for MLB, so I'm sure we'll get back into that form up where we see a lot of late call-ups. Ross missing outside. It is 2-1. But AA Northeast will have its own set of playoffs, and the Fightins have a long time to get there. They have the opportunity to battle back, so we'll have to see. They've been pretty solid as of late in the month of June. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now this one a slow roller. Ross fields it cleanly and on to first. That'll be 2 outs as the lead runner Valente shifts to second.
Left fielder number 14, Danny Woodrow.
And at the number 9 spot with Danny Woodrow. Woodrow 0 for 3 on the day. Takes the first offering, a called strike from Ross. Ross has been pretty clean across the board here in 2 in relief, just a walk and a hit. He struck out 3. And this one's going to go into the glove of Gazzo. He goes across the diamond. A nice pick there by Tatum, and he keeps it in his glove. Gazzo missed the runner right behind him, but he gets the job done at first. And he makes the play, nothing across for the Erie SeaWolves. The Fightins will have 3 more outs to work with as they chase a 2-run deficit.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today. The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's Baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Leading off the ninth inning for Reading, the shortstop, number 7, Archimedes Gamboa.
Kel Kosho comes in for relief here in the top of the 9th. The Fightins down by 2 runs, and it's going to be Archimedes Gamboa who leads things off. Fernander did a solid job in relief to allow his team the opportunity to take the lead. Kosho kicks and fires, and Gamboa swings through late. It is 1-1. This one comes in high. He holds off 2-1. Gazzo on deck, then we'll be back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito. And it's a called strike into Gamboa, 2-2. Infield back deep here to Gamboa, and time is called as Kosho removes his hat, wipes off the sweat, and now he'll step back into the box. This one sent deep to center field by Gamboa. Backing up is Green, and he makes the catch in center field for out number 1.
the third baseman. And the total strikeout man of the game, number 3, Sal Gazzo.
Sal Gazzo stepping up here, reached one on an error back in the third. Otherwise, has not recorded a hit today. Gazzo chases 0-1. Checks his swing, but it doesn't matter. It's a strike, and Gazzo down 0-2. Back into the netting behind home plate. Sal Gazzo stays alive. And here's the 0-2. He chases a pitch in the dirt, gets the tag from Dingler behind the plate, and that'll be out number 2. And we're in with Daniel Brito now, the final out here as the Fightins trail by 2. They're at their leadoff hitter with a 3-hit day. Takes a called strike to start things off. Here's the 0-1. He fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Reading down to their last strike here. Kosho fires the 0-2, and swinging and missing is Brito. He's hustling down the first baseline. The throw from Dingler gets him, and that'll end the contest. The Fightins drop game number 3, 5-3 here at UPMC Park. And game number 4 will be tomorrow, 7:05. Erie leads the series 2-1. Fans.